Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So my buddy Eric from Toroline said, Enso Pro. You like it? And I was like, yeah, it's probably one of my favorite strings, if not the favorite string. He goes, stay tuned.
Harry, what do you got there?
Oh, it's Sky's new towel. It's the RTP Ultra Absorbent Towel. So this towel is the ultra dry towel made of soft and durable microfiber that won't irritate your skin. Absorbs 4 times its weight in water, lightweight, compact, snap loop attached, easy to hang on fences or bags.
Where can I get one of those?
Let me get you one though, but you gotta try it.
Oh,
There you go, coach.
it works.
Dries you in a snap. When Eric and I sat down last summer, we talked about a bunch of his strings. One of the ones that I kept saying that I liked was the Enso Pro. And he's like, yeah, I kind of understand why you would like it. And, you know, the feel, the kind of crispness, the way it, you know, the energy return from the string, plus the snappiness of it. So I kind of get what you mean, referring to me. And then he goes, you know, that's the perfect string for a 4-5. And I was like, yeah, I can see that, you know, yeah. Woman. And I was like, what? So he's like, this is perfect string for a 4-5 and up woman. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So, I mean, I guess if you play like a 4-5 woman, you gotta be pretty good, right? Or up. So what I wanted to do ever since we had that conversation was to actually put it on a 4-5 woman's racket and do a test. So I've asked a couple women to do it and we just kind of don't have time. I actually put it on Jen Hatch's and like months ago, and she said, I love it, I want to do the video. And like she's been on the video before, and she, you know, we did a bunch of like funny videos, and she's like, oh yeah, when are you gonna get me on? When are you gonna get me on? And we've been trying to get her on for 3 months now. So, but she said, I'm gonna use that string from now on. She's a 4-5. So that was perfect. She was the level, she loved the string. Now, we've been filming with Jerod and Kira. Kira's a 4-5, on her way up to 5-0, hopefully. And Jerod's a 5-0, and I'm like, I guess a 4-5 woman. So I guess, right, we can talk about it. But I'm not gonna tell them that this is meant for that. This is meant for a 4-5. I'm just gonna say, test out the string, tell me if you like it, who do you think it's for, and then reveal it to them at the end, okay? So stay tuned. All right, just got off the court with Enso Pro. We've done an Enso video before, but I didn't do it with them because you know why I didn't do it with them. But I'm just gonna get opinions first, okay? Coach Jerod, what did you think?
Yeah, so as you guys know, Kira and I are currently using Toroline Enso. So it was very kind of interesting and fun to kind of get this string from Harry, because actually a few people that we talked to, they said that they actually like the Enso Pro a lot better than the rest of the Toroline strings. The first thing you can definitely see from this string is it has a very slick coating. So I really appreciate that because one, it's extremely easy to string in this racket. And two, it kind of reminds me a little bit of actually RPM Blast, where you get a nice, ball off the string bed, and there's also a lot of spin. So this was an interesting one. When I was comparing this to Otoro, I would say this actually doesn't offer as much plushness, if that makes sense, but at the same time, this actually gives a lot more spin. So sometimes I'd feel like I'd hit the ball and I'd be like, that one kind of didn't feel like it was coming off the string bed. All of a sudden, that ball is coming off the strings, was jumping super high. Kira, in the same way, when I was hitting against her, there's a couple of shots that she was hitting where I actually wasn't expecting the ball to jump at me, but instead it actually had a ton of action and a ton of pop. This is definitely a lot softer than Otoro, in my opinion. I think this is actually very comfortable on the arm. I'll say that it's definitely soft, and again, the strings actually have very good snapback as well. So I actually got a lot of comfort and a lot of predictability from the string. I feel like I was able to kind of determine where I was hitting it on the racket, at the same time, just how it came off the stick as well. So yeah, I mean, I think Enso Pro is honestly a great string for people out there that are looking for kind of alternatives to traditional RPM blasts or kind of just those slick coated strings, because those tend to be stiff. This overall is actually very soft. This gives a lot of response. So I actually really enjoyed this playtest. And Eric, I might need to be looking at some Enso Pro down the line. We'll see. So fun string for me.
Ooh. Kira, what'd you think of that Enso Pro?
I felt like it was probably the closest of all the Toroline strings that I've been hitting with and trying out to the Otoro. Like Jerod said, like I feel like it has a lot of spin with it, but I'm a little different than Jerod with the fact that I don't necessarily always felt like I knew exactly where my ball was going. I think maybe if I tried this one, I mean, I'm stringing at 52 right now, I might go a little bit tighter. Definitely, I really like this one though. Like, I think I would want to try it a little bit tighter and see if I might switch from the Otoro, because it's pretty nice. And I like the pink color.
All right, as you guys know, Otoro is my favorite string from Toroline so far, except for that orange string. Maybe they'll make an Enso 2 one day, right, Eric? Anyways, so the reason I had you two come out and hit with Enso is because when I was sitting with Eric, he said, Enso Pro is the perfect poly for a 4-5 and up woman.
Oh.
So you are 4-5 and up woman, Coach
Nice.
Jerod, because you like it, and so am I.
Hey, if that's what it is, I like this string. It's a great string. I mean, it works pretty well.
Yeah, so I said, that's interesting, Eric. Then why do I like it? I'm not sharing that answer with you, okay? But yeah, that's why this is my favorite. There is a slight difference in both of these because the color actually alters a little bit. I felt like the black was a little softer than the pink, actually. Just a hair. I think the dye firmed it up a little bit. But I'm actually surprised you wanted to string that tighter. I thought you would go lower because your ball was going eat and then like just diving, like hard diving. So I thought looser might send it up a little further and then dive it harder into that baseline. That's just my opinion. I'm not hitting the ball like you, but if you go 54, right,
2 pounds up,
and it doesn't work, I say go 48 and see if that works out better for you.
I mean, I think if you want more, just if you want the ball to sink into this string bed a lot more, I'd say go lower too. I mean, if you just want to sink in and shoot out with a little more pop, I think going lower would be great. But I mean, I also understand where Kira's coming from. I guess if you want a little bit more predictability and you want to feel it a little bit more, bump up the tension. But I strung this the same tension that I usually string my Otoro at, and I loved it. I could
48?
50. Yeah, okay. So I could feel it around off the string bed, and there was just times where I just hit it, and I thought I hit it well, and the ball would come off even better than I thought. So
wow,
there's some crazy spin shots that are coming off the string, and I don't get as much spin as with Otoro, but Otoro also just feels very comfortable and very plush too. So I was kind of missing that plushness from this one, but I'm not saying it's as bad. It's just Otoro is also very, very high quality too.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
This is definitely a little firmer, and that's why I like it. The impact is a hair firmer too, and that's why I like it. Predictability wise, it's definitely there.
It's up there.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a perfect 4-5 and up women's string. You know?
4 or 5.
You know what I'm saying? 4-5 and up. You know. Kira, as my 4-5 and up, thank you for being my 4-5 and up. Where can we find you guys?
You can find our joint Instagram at KJ Tennis.
You guys follow my Instagram at MaTennis.
Guys, thank you for watching this fun Enso 4-5 and up pro string video. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.